Dear traders, for today's analysis I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I'll also speak about the gold market and about the euro versus US dollar. I will start with the British pound versus US dollar first. What I found basically, most of the markets are in the post-climax effect because we got a actually quite big volume spike and price action last Friday during the Powell speech. Because of that, we got tons of climatic actions and post-climax effect today. This is the first day after that big volume spike. And what I found in the British pound versus US dollar, if you check 30-minute time frame, there was a basically big spike here in this sub bar, but bar closed in the middle of the high, and the second bar is down also in a pretty high volume. So for me, this is basically I see there's a tons of sellers also around in this volume distribution from Friday. But let's see what today we got. We got basically a pullback overnight, and we got basically the buyers try to regain the power, and they failed since here we didn't even have a power to test. Buyers didn't have a power to test the previous swing high at 1.3779. Instead, we actually got some outside bars from 30 minutes, some breakout of narrow range bars. Now we have some sidewaysing mode for a few hours. But I see this like a bear scenario and potential for the downside move. There's a reversion to the mean potential play based on the previous week market profile. So price to go at least 30, 40, even up to 60, 70 pips. So tons of potential here. And right now we're balancing. So eventually if we can break this balance low at 1.3747, we can even continue with more downside movement there. Obviously, if we take the highs from this morning, and especially if we take the climax high, that will eventually negate today's potential downside move. Speaking of the gold, so I will recommend the pound to watch for selling opportunities, obviously. On the gold, it's a slightly different situation. Gold got a climax effect, and then we also got extension of that climax in this zone here. So tons of the buyers and late buyers and so forth joining the public. And today what we got is basically, we got a price went upside, and then we got a sell-off back into the trading previous range. Currently, the upside movement looks like a very controlled upside movement, so more like a small flags, and stuff like that. So, and we are trading above the climatic action from Friday. So I don't see any spectacular opportunity here. I see just a sideways market and a fake follow through at the early morning. So it's giving us some, there's some clues that also sellers are trying to take control from maybe the late buyers that came here. Maybe there is a chance for the retest of 1809. Rally on the very control, rallies like this are usually not the constructive rally for the further upside continuation. So they're more like constructive for at some point for another downside swing, similar like to this one, But as I said, there is always, case when they even can postpone, even bring more buyers and so, but most of the time, this kind of pattern and very, very tight rally in the very controlled channel at some point will result in a sell-off from this channel, and that can be a potential play to revisit the previous swing highs. For now, I just say it's a pretty much like in creation, like more consolidation creation, the weak rally is going on. And last, we got a euro. Euro basically is in the around the previous day high. There is also climax high there. We're back into the Friday's range. We've got a breakout, but no follow through. Tons of consolidation happening here. There's one breakout, but there is another rejection. But also expect more reversion to the mean type of play. As you see, there was a very valiant point to control from previous week, so potential for this sell-off about 40-50 pips can also be there in the play. That will be all for today. So some reversion to the mean potential type of plays. for the downside. And that'll be all for today, and see you all tomorrow morning.